On average, ISTP represents 5% of the population, about 9% of men and 2% of women. They are called ISTPs with a crafter. Roughly 5% of women and 4% of men are INFP. Altogether, there is 4%. Those are mediators or the INFP. Together they are one side logically independent and other side empathetic leaders. We will tell you what happens when the crafter meets the mediator in a smackdown of ISTP versus INFP. Let us begin. Number 5. Core values. First and foremost, the INFP personality type values deep connections with people the most. They enjoy having the perfect relationship with everyone, including animals. Their focus rests on the feelings and emotions of others. They also care about the consequence of their actions on people's physical and emotional well-being. Hence, they strive for equality, fairness, justice, and truth. In contrast, independence is at the top of the list for ISTP values. They go through their lives, elevating their autonomy and taking challenges that give a thrilling experience. They might come off as insensitive because they always put their self-development first and do not fear to make people realize it. These values are a sharp contrast in the two personalities. Thus, ISTPs need to approach their value system with fairness and consideration for justice and empathy. Similarly, INFPs must be open to logic that does not regard emotion. The pair go into every aspect of their lives with these values. For instance, ISTPs refuse to show any vulnerability in a relationship and can make INFPs upset. We will present the dynamics of this pair and relationship to you soon. Number 4. Dominance and leadership. ISTPs are not typical leaders. They might be compatible with leadership roles, but they prefer working out of the spotlight. The crafters do not desire leadership roles because they are independent at the workplace and do not interact with their colleagues much. Since they are very flexible and choose adventure over a stiff work timeline, they might not be considered for leadership roles. On the contrary, the mediator enjoys working as a leader. Their INFP traits include empathy, and that explains their efficiency as leaders. They understand their teammates and take care of their needs appropriately. This compassion does not take away their dominance and high success in a leadership position. Their leadership skills make them more relatable, and their followers aspire to be like them. To illustrate, John Lennon, the leader of the Beatles, is an INFP. His leadership gave the group all the shining recognition they received. Florence Welch of Florence and the Machine too. While most instrumentalists in bands are ISTPs. Number 3. Relationship. Before we get into relationships, why don't you get into a relationship with us by subscribing to our channel? We will give you everything about MBTI personality types. ISTP personality traits conflict when they are not matched with confident people. Therefore, they are drawn towards confident and independent people. They are also usually action-oriented and provide acts of service to their partners. Due to their dominant introverted function, ISTPs do not like dating multiple people. They prefer a steady relationship and are often relatively rated highly in bed. These qualities must be combined with logical reasoning and an open exit door once they feel unsatisfied. On the other hand, INFPs are emotional and may be dramatic in relationships. They are available to different perspectives and try to show support even when their partners do something they are not pleased with. The mediator falls quickly and might have a hard time letting go of a relationship, unlike the crafter. Consequently, this pair is not an excellent match in romantic relationships. One prefers emotional and dramatic verbal and nonverbal gestures of love, while the other performs the barest minimum of grand gestures but shows actions. Ideally, they are better off with extroverts to avoid the conflict of wrong love languages. Speaking of conflicts, ISTPs and INFPs have an entirely different approach to resolving conflict. We will share details with you, in addition to naming one famous ISTP who has the world in a mess due to his non-emotional approach to conflict resolution. Number 2. Work style. Having a team of balanced personality types is ideal for progress. INFPs are the glue that keeps the team together. They have the team spirit and conviction about what is ethically correct. ISTPs are usually the most experienced and ready to help in a group. They are determined and have zero tolerance for inefficiency. Nonetheless, they are easily bored and can withdraw from the team's efforts. Do you have a coworker who shares the qualities of an ISTP? What is working on the same team like? Please share with us in the comments. When an INFP is in the leadership role, they are more open to everyone working in their style. They accommodate ISTP's sudden burst of energy and quick drain. As such, these pairs are the team to beat at the workplace. Number 1. Conflicts. ISTP strengths and weaknesses enhance their appetite for conflict. They are often not the ones to start a conflict, but are quick to be territorial and seek independence. However, ISTPs use practical methods to address issues and avoid any form of emotion. They might also carry a straightforwardness with their words that might be rude. Currently, the world is riddled with a war in Eastern Europe between Russia and Ukraine. Putin is an ISTP, so you can make with that information as you wish. In comparison, INFPs are empathetic and like to live in harmony with everyone. They also want to keep to the positive side of everything. INFPs can be uncharacteristically outspoken if their values are up for debate. Otherwise, they diffuse tensions and fit their mediator tag. These introverts are better paired with extroverts to balance and explore their hidden talents. For example, ENTJs are the perfect match for ISTPs. Speaking of which, we have another video coming up on ENTJs and futurism. Check out why Steve Jobs was so futuristic. Hidden powers of ENTJs next.